Come in, if you dare. Welcome to a world of the fantastic and the macabre. Welcome to Ghost Stories YYC. Prepare yourself for a tale of terror. Written by Kelly Isaac, with art by Kelly Isaac. The One. Imagine waking up every night surrounded by cold, floating weightless with nothing but dark all around you. This is how I have awoken the past 7 nights. The first night was terrifying. I tried and I tried, but I could not break the surface. I did not know where the surface was. Desperate for air, I found myself dragging water painfully into my lungs, and then everything went dark again. The first night I was awake for moments, but those moments felt like forever. The second night I again woke floating in that same cold darkness with my lungs burning for air. That night, however, I was able to break through the surface of the water and drag breath in before I was lost to the blackness again. Each night since, I have awoken in that same way, terrified, in pain, and alone. Each night since, I have pushed myself to the surface. Last night was the longest I remained conscious. Last night, I started to remember. I remembered hands, strong like manacles, the hands of a man pushing me down. I couldn't see his face, but I felt the hate holding me under the surface. I struggled against those hands. Intense pain bloomed in my chest and spread through my entire body. As my lungs gave out, my hands loosened their grip on those that were killing me, and the light around me went dark. Tonight is different. I feel different. I feel hate. I want to hurt the man who hurt me. Tonight, I want revenge. I open my mouth to let out the scream I feel burning inside me. Instead of a scream, a song is ripped from my chest, low and deep, communicating desperately all of the confusion, pain, and anger that I've been feeling for the last 7 nights. It is immensely freeing to release it all. I decide to get out of the water by climbing onto a pile of rocks just a few strokes from where I was floating. Sitting up on the highest boulder, I continue to sing, forcing out the memory of my death to the trees that surround me. Mist begins to creep from the trees and crawls along the surface of the water. I keep singing. Out of that mist a man emerges. He stands on the shore staring at me. I hold his gaze. He steps into the water lapping at his feet. 1 step. 2. He moves further in until his feet no longer touch the bottom, and he must swim to keep his head above the surface. I keep singing. His strong arms pull him through the water, following my song. I climb down from my rocky perch to meet him, wondering if he is the one I seek. Is this the man who stole my life from me? I float there at the base of the rocks, my song calling him closer. I reach out and pull him to me, cradling his face in my hands. My grip tightens, and I drag him down below the surface of the water. His expression changes from relaxed to shocked, and he begins to struggle. Now my hands are strong, and he can't free himself from their hold. I pull him down with me, deep into the water, deep where it gets colder and darker, deep where he cannot free himself no matter how much he tries. Slowly his struggles lose power, and he stops moving. I hold him there with me for a few moments longer. I have pulled him down into the depths where I sleep. Here he will stay with me. I will pull them all down until I find the one who drowned me in these waters. This story is inspired by Slavic versions of sirens called the Rusalka. In 19th century folklore, a Rusalka is an undead being who met her death in a river or a lake through drowning, either by suicide or violent murder. She lures men with her beauty and her voice into the water to their deaths. Only by avenging her own death can she be freed.